Hello and welcome back to the Maxim Foods Inside Track, second one for 2019. Let's get straight into it with full cream milk powder. Full cream milk powder rose 3% last night. New Zealand are having a really good, will continue to have a really good shoulder of the season in terms of milk flow. So demand will continue to outstrip supply, we would suggest, over the next 2 to 3 months. So pricing will remain firm. Skim milk powder was the big mover last night, rising 10% on average. The dwindling intervention levels in Europe have really sparked the Asian buyers into action on the auction. So we probably will see a lot of volatility over the next 2 to 3 months. Whether it was just speculative buying at the moment will remain to be seen, but one thing is for sure, we probably will see a bit of a wild ride on skim milk powder up and down over the next quarter. Having a quick look at cheddar now, global pricing remains quite firm. The US pricing is at a lag to the rest of the world based on some really high inventory levels in the States. So that is keeping a bit of a cap on the market. Another thing to note, Australian cheddar is still very scarce, so it is something to watch over the next 2 to 3 months. Moving on to whey powder. Whey permeate out of the US has declined in price. Sweet whey powder remains quite firm and quite steady over the last 2 to 3 months, so that will probably continue. An interesting thing to note is WPC pricing is on the rise, especially in the US. So basically just a matter of demand outstripping supply. Finishing off with butterfat. Butterfat's demand still seems quite robust in the EU. Last night's GDT auction saw a 4.5% increase on average. So it's probably just an indication of oceanic pricing catching up with the higher EU and US markets. The impending European milk season will be a big determinant on market factors and market direction of butter over the next 3 to 4 months. But it would be fair to say that butter will remain firm over that period. So that's all for today's Inside Track. I'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time.